Okay, boys and girls, so for today, our read aloud is going to be Friends Around the World. And with this book, our activity is going to be a little different. So our activity is going to look like this. And so I want you to grab a paper and separate it into 3 parts like I did right here. You're going to label it Brazil, China, and South Korea. And then with Brazil, you're going to cut it in, you're going to draw a line or anything in half. So you have 2 sections for Brazil, do the same for China, and then do the same for Korea. So what we're going to be doing with this one, since we're talking about friends around the world, we're going to compare how they live their everyday life, and we're going to compare it to what we do. So that's why we have 2 different sections on each one. So we're going to write one thing that we do the same with our friend from Brazil and one thing that we do different from our friend from Brazil, and we're going to do the same thing for China and South Korea. So make sure pause the video and draw your activity for the book. Okay, and then we're going to get started with Friends Around the World. Our focus question is, how are you like the friends in the book? How are you different? Words to know is aquarium, porridge, formal, similar, ping pong, and uniforms. Our table of contents, it's around the world, a friend in Brazil, a friend in China, a friend in India, a friend in South Korea, and a friend in Nigeria, new friends, and our glossary. Around the world. Come and travel around the world. We'll meet new friends in new places. Some of the places are similar to the places where you live, and some are not. Your friends around the world are like you in many ways and different in other ways. So right here in the bottom, it says, schoolgirls in China dress up for a special party. So our friend in Brazil. So remember, this is our first section. My name is Maria, and I am 8 years old. I live with my parents and grandparents in the city of Salvador. I go to school for 5 hours in the morning each day from February to December. My school has so many students that 3 groups of us go at different times during the day. I like to go to many big festivals that take place in Salvador each year. The festivals are like parades or street parties. At home, I like to play tag and jump rope with my friends. I also like to play at the beach. My favorite food is feijoada, a stew with beans and pork. A friend in China. My name is Wei, and I am 6 years old. I live with my parents in the city of Shanghai. I go to school from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. with a short break for lunch. All the children in my school wear uniforms, but students at some other schools do not. I like to go to Shanghai's amazing aquarium. It has a giant underwater tunnel where you can walk past sharks and many other fish. I also like to play ping pong and basketball with my friends. My favorite food is goi, a kind of rice porridge. A friend in India. My name is Raya, and I am 9 years old. I live in the city of Mumbai. Mumbai is the largest city in India. I go to school from June to April each year. All the students at my school wear uniforms. Mumbai is really hot in the summer, so I like to play in the water park. There I can splash around with my friends to cool off. My favorite is chapati. It's a type of flatbread cooked on a griddle until it's bubbly and then brushed with oil. A friend in South Korea. My name is Woo Hin, and I am 10 years old. My family lives in Busan. I go to school from March to July and from September to February. On special days, I dress in a shiny silk jacket called a chogori. Many generations of Korean men have worn chogori for formal occasions. I enjoy eating bulgogi, which is a kind of barbecued beef. It's a delicious food. A friend in Nigeria. My name is Buma, and I am 7 years old. I live in the city of Lagos. In Nigeria, I go to school from January through December. My school doesn't have uniforms, but we have rules about what we can wear. Students at some other schools wear uniforms. I like to play Ayo, a board game that uses seeds and cups. I also like to go to the beach with my family. My favorite food is a spicy pepper soup with meat or fish. New friends. How are you like these children? How are you different? You too can be part of this worldwide friendship circle. Do you want to join? And this is our glossary. So go back to our activity, pause the video, and make sure you have something that is same and different for each of our 3 sections: Brazil, China, and South Korea. So go ahead and pause the video until you have all of them. And so our first one is going to be Brazil. So we're going to start with the same. So with Brazil, what we had in common was we go to festivals and parades. A lot of us go to a lot of parades that we have here in Corpus or anywhere around the cities near us. Something that was different from our friend from Brazil is that we go to school for 8 hours instead of 5 hours. So how she said that she only goes in the morning, and we go all the way from the morning to around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. For our China friend, what I put that we have in common is we also go to the aquarium that we have in Corpus. So he said that he liked going to the aquarium that was near his city. And we have our own aquarium here in Corpus, so I know a lot of us like to go there. What we did have different was we don't wear uniforms in Crockett Elementary. So that was what we had different. And then our friend from South Korea, what we had same was we also make barbecued beef. So we know a lot of our families have barbecues, and a lot of it we put our beef with and we add our barbecue to it. But what we had different was we go to school 9 months straight. So we go to school from August all the way to June, and then he had that he went to school in 2 different times. So this is what I had for our same and different with our friends.